Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. I have the second of two holiday releases from Arttitude Cosmetics to share with you guys today, and this is their Urban Neutrals palette. This palette complements Vintage Neutrals, which I just uploaded a video on that, so be sure to check it out. But this is going to follow the same format. You're getting 16 beautiful shimmer matte sparkly shifty shadows in this palette. As you can see, this is a cooler tone palette than its sister Vintage Neutrals. Now I'm going to be creating two looks with this one. This palette will launch along with Vintage Neutrals on November the 28th. I'll put the time because I have to do the conversion from UK time over here to US time, but I wanted to say it was like 9 a.m. CST, and it's going to retail for £39.99, which is probably in the $40 price range in US dollars. I think this looks stunning. I'm wearing black and this silver sparkly sweater to work today. I do have to film a little commercial sometime today, and it's a Black Friday commercial, so hence the black sweater. But I'm really excited to create two complete looks with this palette. If it is your first time here on my channel, let me just welcome all of you. Hello, my name is Steff. I love trying out new makeup. I am primarily a new makeup review channel, but I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes, get ready with me style of videos, haul videos. If that sounds great to you, come on and be part of our makeup family. Do me a favor, click on that subscribe button, hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you're a fan of Arttitude Cosmetics, which UK-based indie brand right here, please give this video a big thumbs up before you go. And don't forget to check the description box for links and codes to everything that I'll be using, referencing in today's video. I do have an affiliate code with Arttitude Cosmetics, and it is Steff10, and that will save you 10% off of your order. If you do end up shopping through any of my links and codes, I sincerely thank you so much for helping me support this channel. If you guys want to see the two looks I'm about to create with Urban Neutrals, keep on watching. All right, so I've already primed my eyelids with the Sigma eyeshadow primer, and I am ready to dive into this palette. I think I want to do something with the blues, in particular this shade, maybe even pop this in the center, although this shade looks so beautiful. This just looks like a really beautiful, fun holiday palette. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this shade right here, and then I'm going to work my way down to this one and then this one here. So Fresh, Skyscraper, and Rooftop. And I'm taking this first shade, which is Fresh, on a Game Beauty EO. Oh my goodness, how am I forgetting the name of my favorite brush? The EO1 brush. And I'm just kind of doing these stamping motions up here on the crease and right above it. All right, so I think that looks like a really pretty, like a blue, green, gray shade. And I think it's great as a transition shade as well. Now on a Rephr 14, I'm going in with the shade Skyscraper, and I'm putting that directly into the crease. Same brush, now I'm dipping into the shade Rooftop right here for the outer corner. And these mattes are blending very nicely with one another. Very same formula from Vintage Neutrals. I had a really good experience with that palette. And this one seems to be following suit. Now I'm going to lay down some of my Gourmand Girls shimmer primer, and that way we can start playing with some of these beautiful shimmers in this palette. I'm using my Morphe M124, and this is the same brush I'm going to use to apply the shimmer shadows. Okay, so I was looking at this shade. You know what? I'll still use it. I was thinking it might be just a little too dark. You only need a very tiny amount, and I'm just going to focus this right here on the outer corner. And you can see this does have some texture to it. but it adheres so well to that shimmer primer. Now I'll fix this up in a second. Oh, let me put the shimmer primer over here as well. Okay, so not the biggest fan of this shade. Don't really like how it's creasing or just not, it's not blending all that great. Let me go in with the next shadow, and I'm gonna be using this really pretty blue shadow, and let me see if I can find some way to blend them all together. Maybe if I do this, this is a really pretty shadow. I just think maybe that one, it just kind of got away from me. There we go. Okay, I can work with this. I think what could have happened is I went in too quickly after I applied the shimmer primer. So you definitely need to let it dry just a little bit, a few seconds, maybe about 30 seconds, and then go in with it. I just don't want this harsh line right there. See that? I wonder if I would have applied it with my finger, if it would have done better. Let me see if I can blend it out with this brush. It's like it's stuck on there. I'm just picking up some of the darker shade with my finger. I think that's a better application, just to kind of bring it back a little bit. It's workable, it's doable. This is user error right here, but I still think I can pull it off. I think it's gonna look great. All right, for the lower lash line, I think I'm gonna do this purple shade right here. This one is called Nightlife. I'm using a Rephr 03 to apply. Now, I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here for the inner corner. This one is called Central. And I did spray the Rephr 03 with just a little bit of setting spray. And I am going to pop off camera to take care of the finishing touches. And I will be right back to show you this completed look number 1. Okay guys, so here is the completed look number 1. I am so glad that I managed to pull it together, minus this little snafu here with the darker shimmer shadow. But I went in with Wet n Wild Breakup Proof liquid liner on the top lash line, the One Size Fantasize mascara, and then for the lower waterline, a ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Spring Break. Totally love the way this look turned out. I'm wearing silver shoes today. I have this silver ensemble up here on my black sweater. I just think this look is very complimentary of what I'm wearing. I think it turned out great. Now let's start creating look number 2. All right guys, so let's start working on the second look with Urban Neutrals. I still don't know what I'm going to wear to work today, so yeah, that's that. But let's see, what do I want to start with? I feel like maybe I should do something with the browns, just because I know everything else is more cool tone. So I feel like I want to start with this shade and kind of maybe go into this shade and then this shade down here at the bottom, or actually skip that shade and do the shade, and the shade at the top. Let's see where that gets us. First shade is called Metropolis, and then this one is called Streets, and then the one up here is called Metro. And I'm using my Rephr 14 to apply Metropolis. This has a little bit more pigment than what I thought it was going to have. Now with that same brush, I'm going into the shade Streets. This is a really pretty brown shade. And to me, this looks a little more warm tone. You'll notice I'm also bringing it down to the lid. Not all the way, but partially. I should have used a different brush. That's why it's kind of looking a little patchy, but it's okay because we're going to put a shimmer over it. As long as it's looking good in the blend in the crease, and it is, that's really all I'm concerned about. Okay, I actually feel like that's probably enough depth. I don't think that we need to go in with that darker brown. Maybe that's something I can reserve for the lower lash line, but I mean, I'm liking the colors that we have going on here, so I'm gonna skip over that. I really want to use this beautiful shade here, so I think I'm going to go in with Downtown next. Laying down my Gourmand Girls Shimmer Primer. Now taking my Lunar Beauty #1 brush and applying the shadow, and that is gorgeous. Look at how foiled that looks. Does have a little bit of texture to it, but man, this is stunning. And it is adhering so well to the shimmer primer. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of the brown that I used out here just to blend the edges using my Rephr 14. Now for the lower lash line, see, this was the shade that I was going to use, but you know what we could use? Actually, we just used the purple, right? We use that in the other look. Trying to think. Did I use concrete? Let's use this one instead. Let's try this one on my little BH Cosmetics pencil brush. Oh, that matches my eyes. My eyes are green, by the way. Some of you say, oh, you have gray eyes or you have blue eyes. And they just change according to what colors I wear, but my eyes are green. Okay, now I have a little bit of the shimmer primer left. I'm just picking it up and putting it here. And I guess let's try this one up here, City. Oh, that's perfect. Ooh, that looks really, really nice. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go take care of the finishing touches off camera, and I'll be right back to show you this second and final look. Okay, guys, so here is the completed look #2. I really love the way it turned out. Something neutral at the top and then something fun pop of color on the bottom. For the lower waterline, I use this NYX Epic Wear eyeliner. This one is in the shade Intense Teal, and then same everything else, mascara, eyeliner on the top lash line. Nice palette, really nice palette. I had a great time. Let me go ahead and wrap up today's video, and I'll share with you guys my final thoughts. All right, guys, so after creating 2 looks with the Urban Neutrals palette, I think it's a fabulous palette. I think if you love your cool tones but still want a sprinkle of warm tones, then this is definitely going to be a palette for you. This is a beautiful 16-pan color story. Again, really nice mattes, a really nice shimmer formula. They are shifty, sparkly shadows, duochromes, multichromes. They just perform really well. I do recommend a glitter and or shimmer primer. My favorite right now is the one from Gourmand Girls. You can pick that up. It's only 10 bucks, and I do have an affiliate code Steff that will save you 10% off over there on Gourmand Girls. This palette is set to drop tomorrow at 12 p.m. GST, UK time. So the conversion over here, I think, would be 6 p.m. CST or 7 p.m. CST. I think they're like 6 or 7 hours ahead of us here. So I'll put all those details in the description box. I do have an affiliate code with Arttitude Cosmetics, and it is Steff10, and that will save you 10% off of your order, whether you want to pick this one up or the Vintage Neutrals palette, which I already have a video on. You can go check that out. I did do a wear test on that palette. That's why I didn't do it on this palette. Same formula and everything, and yesterday my look wore really well. I don't doubt that today's look is going to wear equally as well, but I really love this color story. I think both palettes are very complementary of one another, and I think Arttitude Cosmetics has another winner on their hands. Let me know your thoughts. Which look was your favorite? Were you team 1 or team 2? Which palette was your favorite? Are you leaning more towards this one, the cooler tone, or maybe the more warmer tone in Vintage Neutrals? Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. Y'all have a great day or night wherever it is y'all are at. Stay hydrated, drink that water, and I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.